It's the Hartley Show. He likes to read comics and touch his nuts.
Was that entirely pathetic or vaguely funny, Steve?
In association with POW Comics.
Welcome to the Hartley Show and crap! This week we're going to go over independent books, starting this week with, I just said this week twice, starting with No Hero. This is the Warren Ellis Juan Jose Rip book. The whole concept of how bad do you want to be a hero? Would you take this crazy drug even if you knew it would twist your insides out and make you crazy? Probably not, but this douche would. Actually, he seems like kind of a nice guy, but maybe he's got something a little unhinged. This whole concept follows this this crazy scientist guy has come up with this group of the only world superheroes, and they're the latest candidate to take this drug and become a superhero guy. This is all about his sort of journey, and they give him the drug this issue, and you get to see kind of what happens to him. And I'll leave it at this point, where he just starts to pull out the fingernail thing. Things get really batshit crazy by the time I turn the page. Very interesting book. Classic Warren Ellis, very heady, really cool. I'm very much looking forward to where it goes. You got these cool wraparound covers. Classically, though, in a Warren Ellis book, Warren Ellis stories have a knack for ending, and you're not sure if the ending has happened yet. And I will say that this issue is the classic epitome of that, where the last page comes, and you're not really sure if it's ended or not. But it did, and it was great. As an overall read, it's going to be fantastic, I'm sure. And speaking of Warren Ellis, next up we got this fucking fantastic book, Etheric Mechanics. Fantastic. It's 1907 in London, England. And hey, check this out. They've got flying ships and stuff. Really, really unique, very cool concept. Very well told. Although I will say, the ending is classic Warren Ellis, as I just described. It kind of ends a little abruptly, but really, really heady, great conceptual stuff. If you liked any of the Warren Ellis stuff where he's taken concepts and removed them out of time, like he had that series that was all about if Britain had been the first people to space. Similar sort of concept, but breathed with a lot of new life. A lot of fun. Another Warren Ellis book of absolute fun here is Warren Ellis Atmospheres. Holy crap, was this book a lot of fun. This isn't actually very recent. This is a little bit older. I got it at Comic-Con recently. This basic storyline starts off, they're interrogating some woman who apparently it would seem has killed the whole city full of people. And she's saying aliens did it. And as the story unfolds, it becomes very, very intriguing. Is it aliens? Isn't it? I don't know. Pick a book and find out. Well, I guess I do know, but very, very cool read. This was largely created based off of Warren Ellis and his theories on alien abductions and cattle mutilations and whatnot. This is very much him expressing his opinions and all this stuff. Very, very cool. Very interesting. Next up, we got Spike After the Fall. Interestingly, I didn't pick up issues 1 through 3. I just got the last issue of it, part 4. It was sort of on a whim. I ended up getting it because one of the employees here at POW Comics pulled it aside for me. What the fuck, I'll read it. You know what? It was really good. I really enjoyed it. I'll go back and get the trade, I'm sure. Solid art, and it fits in really well into the Angel After the Fall story arc. The saddest part about this was the art in this better than the art in Angel. And they actually took this guy off the Angel book to put him on to Spike After the Fall. And this is the main book. I understand why they did that, because Angel could really use that good art. And speaking of which, here we are, Angel After the Fall. It's been a consistently good read, but anybody who's been watching my reviews has heard me say over and over again, the art in this book should really just be infinitely better. I am enjoying this, and the art has found itself a little bit in this issue. In this particular story arc, things are still going in a really kind of a bizarre way, but quite fun. Angel's human at this point. He's on death's door, and L.A. is basically hell at this point, as it's been since this whole series has been going. We're on issue 14 here right now. But a lot of these main plots are coming to sort of a head right now. It looks like we are coming to sort of the end of this story arc. We'll see, but quite enjoyable. If you like Angel, absolutely worth reading. You have to put up with a bit of shitty art, but whatever. That's kind of par for the course sometimes with independent books. No offense, independent books out there, but you know, not known for having the best art. Next up, we got the latest issue of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, keeping up with the Joss Whedon theme. Now, this book is absolutely fucking fantastic. This is the last part of the Time of Your Life story arc with Frey. Willow is totally evil in the future, and she's pitting Frey, the futuristic Slayer, against Buffy. Absolutely fantastic. Carl Marlene's art in this book is just bang on. And the best part about this book was that they kind of stepped back from all this crazy futuristic talk dialogue that Frey had that she never had in her original series. They kind of got rid of that in this issue, and I was very grateful for it. Absolutely phenomenal. That's an 8.5 out of 10 book. Just a great read. Next up, we got Umbrella Academy, the new series. Fantastic book. Hey, by the way, look, kids, it's Ari Bogel.
Hi.
He's cold right now.
I'm freezing cold.
This is the new Umbrella Academy series, God Save the President. Absolutely fantastic. If you enjoyed the first series, there's no reason for you not to pick up the second series. There's a great little rundown of what happened in the original series here, written or told by the still dead Pogo. Just fantastic. Gerard Way blew me away. I think he blew a lot of people away with his first series. And Gabriel Ba is still nailing it. Or Ba. It's B-A.
Whatever, he
It's an
can't make
apostrophe
music,
thing.
but he can sure write the hell out of a comic book.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I'm not really disagreeing with you one bit. Absolutely fucking fantastic. Great stuff. There's almost nothing I can say about this book without spoiling it, but like I said, if you enjoyed the first series, so worth your time. The Umbrella Academy is surprisingly brilliant. It looks like Gerard Way might just be the next Grant Morrison. Next up, we've got a series I'm quite enjoying, The End League. Now, originally the art was done by Matt Broom, and they've moved on to this Kanete guy. That's his cover work there in and of itself. Once Matt Broom left in this Kanete, or K-Niti, or however the hell you say his name, once this guy took over, art-wise, they started doing a lot of flashback stuff. I think it's great. This particular issue goes back to what was going on with Astonish Man in World War II. And in the latest issue, they go on to explore a little bit of some other characters' backstory. Los Angeles 15 years ago. And it's really cool to see how this world's superhero community sort of worked. There's a bunch of dead superheroes right there on the first page. A bunch of dead characters called the Virtuous Brigade. They go on to those guys a little bit. The End League, of course, is a book about a post-apocalyptic world where basically everybody on the planet is a bunch of bad guys, and the End League are the world's remaining superheroes, and things are really bad. This is the epitome of how bad could a superhero universe get storyline. A lot of fun. Highly recommended. Although I do think it probably will read better in trade. In fact, I'm thinking of segueing off and stop buying the singles and going in a trade sometime soon myself.